That was great, wasn't it? I think it gets better each time I see it. So let me bring up some of the people involved with the film. The first person I'm going to bring up is the man who basically, in this movie, gives just a great, great performance. Totally brought Bob Crane to life. And actually, like Bob Crane, Greg Kinnear actually got his start. He hosted his own radio talk show very young. A lot of you may remember him kind of bursting on the scene as the first host of Talk Soup on the E! Channel. And I'm sure a lot of you will agree that they've had other hosts, but I don't think anybody can match the job that he did. It's very difficult to sort of ridicule and make fun of something and be charming at the same time, and I think Greg Kinnear actually was able to really do that, and that's terrific. Anyway, he went on then to do later with Greg Kinnear, the talk show. And 94, he made his film debut. 95, of course, he was in Sabrina. 1995, one of the great performances in As Good as It Gets, for which he was got an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Other stuff followed. You've Got Mail, of course, Little Miss Sunshine, Invincible, The Last Song. On TV, recently, he actually played Jack Kennedy in The Kennedys. So let's bring him on right now, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Greg Kinnear. Let me bring on everybody else. The next two people I'm going to introduce them together. They were two of the three producers. They're kind of like the line from the song Love and Marriage. You can't have one without the other. And that is Scott Alexander and Larry Karaszewski. What?
Is Todd Roskin here?
Is Todd Roskin here?
I don't think he is. Sorry, that was one of the other producers.
Well, that's fine. I'll have more time now for a second to.
We also have a surprise.
Yes, we didn't know. I didn't know you were going to come down so quickly. I was going to give a few of your credits. So anyway, actually,
they've done things.
An exciting piece of information. Yesterday, the Writers Guild of America announced their board member election results, and the esteemed Scott Alexander was elected to the board of directors. Now, these guys have been writing together for 25 years. They met at USC Film School, actually sold a script while they were in college. No small feat. They then went on to write the movie Problem Child 2. And basically ask any screenwriter who believes in reincarnation who they'd like to come back as, and they will usually say Scott Alexander or Larry Karaszewski. Because they really have sort of a very enviable career. After those movies, of course, and this is one of the reasons I think they're involved in this, if you're going to make a biopic, you got to get Scott Alexander and Larry Karaszewski. And if you're going to make a quirky biopic, then you really need them, because of course they are the writers behind Ed Wood, The People versus Larry Flint, which they won an Golden Globe for. Now on the Moon. Todd Roskin is not here, which is good because I had nothing to say about him. Anyway, all right, our next gentleman basically he's the screenwriter of the movie, and as I said earlier, it's an absolute pitch-perfect screenplay. He actually went from a food delivery person to, in not that long of a time, actually having a produced movie, this movie, with these wonderful people. Let's bring him right down. Michael Gerbosi, screenwriter. There he is. All right, we actually have one more surprise guest, the costumer, and you got to admit, a period movie, not easy to do, great costume, Julie Weiss.
amazing job Julie did on this movie. I mean, watching it again tonight, this is the first time I've seen it since opening weekend, and just the costumes, the period detail was unbelievable, and she did it for absolutely no money, and she's a magician when it comes to that.
It's interesting because this